Yes. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a special episode of the Fully Geek Pod. Today, we're going to review a film requested by independent filmmaker M.W. Daniels has reached out to us to review his film Lizziehead that came out in 2023. First of all, I just want to say big thanks to reaching out to us because, yeah, as we said last year, these are the things that we're going to try and do throughout the year. Just do some things different, review some films. So you're the first, and yeah, it's a privilege to actually come to us to review this film. So 100%. Yeah, we all watched it like here, and yeah, it was a short film. It's like available on YouTube, and yeah, what did you guys think of it?
Do you know what? This kind of thing I had to, certain things I review, and when I'm fully into it, I have to watch it again and take notes. And literally, I think because I knew it was 36 minutes, I kind of took step-by-step notes, right? So it was just like I'm happy to just start breaking it down from the get-go of the show, really.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
if you want to do that,
I like the runtime of it as well. Yeah.
What's that?
No, I like the runtime of it because it was like you were just there for the whole journey. Like there was nothing that you could really miss out. Like
exactly. So like, let me start kicking it off, right? Because
right.
Obviously,
first review that, yeah, just letting you all know that if you haven't seen it, we're going to do a spoiler review. So if you want to go back and watch it and come back, feel free to do so. But we're going to do spoilers in 3, 2.
No, but do you know what it is? Because Mr. Daniels sent it to us as a private, it's not actually available to all as of yet. So he sent it to us as a private link.
Okay.
So it won't be available. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. But anyway, we're still going to do a review. Yeah.
No, of course.
So it's not out.
No, it's not out as of yet. I'm pretty sure he's looking for the right, obviously, to get the right funding to probably push it out a bit more by organizations. But from my aspect of things, I loved it. Like, I think the first scene is Lizzie going. I think obviously she's met a guy via some dating website, and they go to a restaurant for something to eat, and like this honestly, this would be my perfect dream. Like within 1 minute and 50 seconds, she says, "Do you want to fuck?" It's like, what are you telling me? That that's every man. Well, that's my dream.
Your dream.
My dream. Let me say my dream. But honestly, it was just like, so it was because I think obviously because of the runtime was 36 minutes. It's like, let's make everything bang, 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 and I loved it. When I heard that, I started laughing. I was thinking, what kind of date is this, and why am I involved? Do you get what I mean? So from that aspect. And then from that aspect of things, then I think it just led the way for the show to kind of progress on. And I think we learned a bit about Lizzie anyway by her saying that, and then she had what is it? Not a flashback, but like when you watch the show, she has a few moments where she kind of thinks of certain things. Sorry,
some sort of daydream.
Yeah, some form of daydream, right? And her daydream during that day is him coming to the house, and there was like 2 dildos and people in a room, and she's like, "Actually, let's go to your house." Do you get what I mean? So from then, I just knew she was a bit. I thought, yeah, she's a funny one. She's definitely a funny one.
Yeah, but do you know what though? Actually, what you're really like the thing as well. I kind of just went into this watching this blindly, so I didn't know anything about it at all. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, when she propositions him to have sex and all that stuff, I'm like, okay, all right. But before that, it was like she had a nosebleed as well. So I'm like, what's all that about? So I'm like, I don't know if it's a supernatural film, because when she got back to her flat, and obviously we didn't know it was a daydream at that time.
Yeah,
you're like seeing like, yeah, she said she wants to have satanic sex. So I'm like, has the nosebleed got something to do with having the satanic sex and stuff? And then it's like, it was just the imagination. It's like, yeah, let's go back to yours instead.
Yeah, and so that's like, yeah. So go on.
Yeah, no, go on.
No, because that was one of the things I jotted down, right? Because I was like, I put, "What's with the nosebleeds?"
Yeah.
That's the exact
Yeah.
word I use. What's with the nosebleeds? I was like, is like you said, is there a hidden message? But I was trying to like, I thought, no, I can't read too much into it. I wasn't too sure, right? And I thought, oh, maybe at the end we're gonna find out she's got some kind of tumor. Then she randomly dies. But look, I got too deep, right? She just has nosebleeds. she just has nosebleeds. You get what I mean?
What do you think,
Like, it
Nate?
wasn't. Like, obviously, I don't know if you don't want to go like scene by scene, or we just doing like
I
an
can.
overall thing. Yeah, I don't know if
Well, yeah, whatever flows, man. Whatever flows.
But it was different. It was different. Like, I watched it and I was there are definitely some shock factors in it. Like, raw, what's going on here? I didn't know you could do all of this kind of thing. There are definitely those kind of moments in it. And I mean, I was watching it, and then the missus came in and she's like, "What are you watching?" I said, "Oh, we've been asked to review a short film, so I'm watching it for the review and that." And she's like, "What?" Like, and then certain scenes come up and like, actually gives me that kind of side eye, like, "Brother, what are you watching?" I said, "No, generally, like, I've got to start showing you the email, like, I go, no, here, generally, baby, like, it's just, like, no, what are you watching?" But it was a weird one because at times it was uncomfortable to watch, but it was uncomfortable, but you didn't want to turn your eyes away from the screen.
Did you think that? Because I just this
No,
is
but
my
I think I think you fully engrossed yourself in it so much so that like you would tell me this is film of the year, kind of like like this is your type of film.
Merv. I'm not Merv.
No, I mean, like, it's what I mean. What I mean though, it's like it's your type of humor. Like, and I think because I didn't know nothing about it, again, like you're saying, like the nosebleed, you're thinking, is there something else going on? And I guess maybe that's our psyche. We're always thinking like, okay, what's going to happen is a bit serious now, whatever. But it's, to be fair, this film was bants from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Definitely. It kept me going. I think and this is what I'm saying, because it was 36 minutes, he was obviously Daniel was able to kind of get you fully focused onto the film. Again, 36 minutes, like I know, like doing a film for 36 minutes, for him to do obviously editing and all that kind of must have took ages. But for us, the runtime is 36 minutes. So you think, oh yeah, this is easy to put together, but obviously it's not the case. So I felt that every scene had something. Do you get what I mean? Something to give, something for me to laugh at. So it just reminded me of one of those, like one of those shows that like what was it called? I can't remember the name now, but a particular show where it's just like, it was just hard hitting. Every scene was a scene of relevance that I kind of picked up something from it, and I thought, I took it away and I thought, okay, cool, I get that, I understand that. That was funny.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like those kind of short like films like that come on Channel 4. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of in between is humor, just probably a bit more dark, a bit more graphic, and
and you know what? This is, you just said it, Channel 4. This is a kind of a Channel 4 thing. When Channel 4 support what do they call it? So when they support kind of solo independent individuals where they've made something which was really good and it could work, and this is where I expect to kind of see it in like a Channel 4 concept. So definitely, like, I think this is a possibility that it can definitely kind of go on terrestrial TV and for people to watch it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, and it's good as well because sorry, no.
I was just saying, what do you think about the character Lizzie herself?
I think the actress herself, or the actress, or the character.
Well, both.
I think the actress, she's on point. I think she smashed it. I think honestly, after I watched it, I said to myself, she's definitely got a career. She just has to have that break to get in somewhere, and I'm hoping when this film is able to be aired to more viewers, right? That she's picked up on the back of it. She really kind of stood out to me, and I thought, you know, you see actors like her in different TV shows, and you think, oh my god, she's actually funny. She was actually funny, and she played the character really well. I believed in the character, and you know, I
Yeah.
think as when you actually believe in a character, they're just doing a job, right? They're doing a job superbly. So that's the way I felt. And
Yeah.
and for 36 minutes of the film, I was satisfied with her acting in a way.
Yeah. Her name's Charlotte Gould, by the way, and I can see here that she's done like 19 other films as well. So yeah, it's not as if it's her first rodeo either, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the character Lizzie herself, like, yeah, she's, how can I put it? Is she a likable character? I'd say so, but it's
She just
she's kind of got some
trauma.
obsession, obsession slash trauma, maybe, I don't know. Obviously with sex, because like she's like I think she's like a dominatrix, sort of like a dominatrix worker. But
Yeah,
but it's like the way it's weird because like she'll just have like, I think she had that person in the house for like what, how many days? Like, do you know what I mean? Just wearing a gimp outfit, and then she's just going about her day doing a business, and like.
But I feel like it was her just trying to make money. It wasn't like, I don't think she I don't think it didn't seem like she got anything out of it. It was just like, boy, this is a job, like it's a job of money I have to make, isn't it?
It's true, yeah, because the person was actually just satisfied just being in that room, just, you know, being in touch with what they do, and she was just going out having dates, going out with her friend Daisy, going to her mom's party, like. It's great.
Yeah, you know what? And there are people like that in this world, which are just a bit strange. But yeah, it is what it is. So quick question for me. So watching it, what was there's loads of funny scenes, right? What is probably one of your funniest scene within that short film itself?
I think for me, one of the funniest scenes, but hardest to watch, was when she gets that client and the client wants her to defecate onto him.
I was going to say
she's trying, and she's like, and you're actually like, I knew I should have ate that curry. And for me, that was like, I don't know if it was that comedy timing, the writing, everything about that scene. Like I said, at first I want to be grossed out by it. Yeah, I'm like, oh, please don't say you do this. So you know, I'm almost doing that, but actually, I am still looking, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm saying. It was one of those ones where it was, for me, it kind of very much like, if it was a line, it was definitely like over the line and on the line. Do you know what I mean? It was very much like, can I watch this? Can I watch it? But I enjoyed that. Like, not enjoyed that because obviously that's not my thing. But you know what I mean? But I thought that scene was quite standout and quite funny.
Yeah,
that
was a funny scene. But do you know what? I think I've probably from my aspect of things, I've probably got two kind of. One of the first scenes is when she went to her mum's party, and she walked in. I said, "Oh, there's my cousin." Let me 1 second. What's the cousin's name again? I've got his name somewhere. I can't remember his cousin's name, but he walked in and said, "Oh, that's my cousin," and like, cousin was just like, you know, blood turns me on. It's like, what? I said, you know,
because she had another.
That's what you had another nosebleed again, isn't it? Another nosebleed.
Yeah, and like that, you know, that by that comment he said that just threw me up. I thought, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Then when she had another nosebleed, like you said, right? Then it's like, get me a hanky. And he says, no, I'm hard. And that's like, hold on, that's your cousin. What's going on? But yeah, honestly, that part just left me in stitches. I was like, what is going on? But
and obviously we find that. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
No. So just that part of the scene just that part of the scene, which I found a bit weird, right? Is the time where she sneezed.
Yeah.
And everywhere went quiet. I think that part I found a bit weird, why everyone went quiet in that sense. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it was just me, right? But I watched it about 3 or 4 times, right? So it's kind of like I was like, why did this part why this part got all quiet? And I'm thinking to myself, she only sneezed. It's not like she's sneezing like she's God or anything, where everyone's gonna stop and
This is
freeze.
what,
Do
this
you
is
know what I
what
mean?
I thought. Like, yeah, this is what I thought. Is there some supernatural element to it? Because again, like, yeah, to be fair, I don't think I've ever seen anyone sneeze with a nosebleed like that's happened. So I was quite shocked by that as well. And I'm thinking, what demonic thing is going to happen now? But again, nothing happens from there, innit? So it's like it's just a legitimate nosebleed sneeze, like which I didn't know existed.
Yeah, no, you know what? I've never. Yeah, you're right. You know.
Yeah.
On a random one, yeah. Do you think, yeah, that actually the reason why it went quiet is because it never ever happened, and all of the whole concept of this film is just in Lizzie's head?
So you were saying this like the other week, and I'm like, no, it's going in deep, you know. It's going
Like
deep.
in my head, because you know, like there's so the thing. The reason why I said that is because there's parts that's just so extreme, yeah. Like, bruv, who does that? You get me? Whose cousin looks at you and says, "Bruv, I'm getting hard because your nosebleed," yeah. But like, you know, like in general, I was thinking, like, is
There's
that a
cousins
play on
like
the whole
that?
thing? I don't know them. They're not my cousins. But in my head, I was like, is there a thing? Like, is the whole thing? It's just in Lizzie's head. The whole concept of the thing, is it just in Lizzie's head? Because you know, sometimes, you know, when she was doing like not flashback scenes, but those kind of premonition scenes or the daydreams, you almost didn't know which scene was real.
No, you know what? Exactly. There was a couple, like the scene that you mentioned when she said she should have had a curry. Yeah. To me, I thought that was actually happening, but what it turned out was she was having a daydream. I was like, I don't think that was clear. Obviously,
well, she wasn't a friend to the client said he couldn't make it anyway, so the client didn't actually come.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, is the whole concept in her head? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing the ideas out there.
So just before, I want to come back on that. Is it all in her head? But I just want to mention another scene which was hilarious, right? When she went for dinner and met her boyfriend, well, her friend's mum.
Ben's mum.
Ben's mum.
Oh, and the mum was moving to her.
Oh my God. And she said, "Oh, no, see, that part there, I thought another one that was real." Because because I was just like, she wanted it. Oh yeah, can you know where the toilet is? Oh yeah, I can take you there. And she said, "Oh, do you fancy me?" I was like, "What?" Like, hold on, what's going on? And then she said one moment, then she pulls out the dildo and she starts ramming her. I was like, what the hell was going on? Just one thing. Was it just me? Or did we find the mother attractive of some sort? I'm just answering the question.
Her mum or Ben's mum?
Ben's mum.
Ben's mum. To be fair, you've watched it 3 or 4 times, so I think you've probably taken. You could probably answer that on behalf of everybody else, because I don't know if any of us watched.
I was just asking the audience. That's all. I'm just asking you guys. You know.
And her friend Daisy, yeah.
No, go, Merv, go.
No, I was saying her friend Daisy as well. Like,
yeah,
that was really close to her. Very, very close to her. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was of a shock of a scene. I know. Obviously, Daisy's was more or less exposing Ben's activity with another female, and so it was a case of. Obviously, she just kind of revealed, like, I care about you. You're my best friend. Also, I love you. And it's just like, do you get what I mean?
Love you.
Yeah. So, do you know what? Where Nate mentioned about all in her mind, because in the space of a few days, or how long, whatever it was, she was going through a lot.
100%.
So, and you do questions like, is it all in her head? If it is, she's. Well, it is called Lizziehead, right? It is called Lizziehead, right?
Yeah. I wonder when did. Yeah, don't know. Oh. No, I don't know, man.
No, do you know what? Lizziehead. I don't know, but look, Nate, you're onto something.
Well, honestly, I don't know. I guess we can only hopefully MW Daniels gives us a little reveal He sends us a little message back to say, yeah, that's what it was or that's what it wasn't. But I will say this to you guys. Would you recommend it for someone to watch?
100%.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I would. Like, obviously, a specific audience, because not everyone will like this show. But I'm pretty confident. Was that Merv?
You have to have a really sort of wild sense of humor and just like, yeah, which you know, things are not going to be for everybody, innit? But it's like when I had to kind of say I had no idea what it's about, no idea.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, the only reason I probably thought, okay, maybe it might be a comedy-ish because you mentioned it, saying it was funny or something in a group, like when you watched it. So that's the only hint I had of it. But I just because even if it was like 36, 39 minutes, it still felt like a full-length film to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it didn't need to be any shorter, it didn't need to be any longer, but it felt like I was actually like watching a full-length film. So so that doesn't mean it dragged or anything, but just what it gave me, innit? So it was really good, man.
And like I said, it was definitely well put together, definitely. And you know what? Also, go on.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, and he wrote, directed it, produced it, done the music. Like when you see the credits, you just see his name plastered all over the thing, man. So well done. Like,
and you just said it just there. I was just gonna say, I love the music. Dum dum dum. Like, and I thought, when I heard that, and I thought, oh, you know what? It's a catchy. The music's catchy, and I was just like, I can watch this. That's why I watched it 3 or 4 times, because I actually really enjoyed it. I found it funny, and the fact that we were asked to review it and everything else. So I kind of wanted to if I'm gonna review it, I want to kind of criticize it and provide positive feedback. And to be honest, a lot of it is positive feedback, and I think there's only probably 1 or 2 points where I would say I didn't really quite understand, like the sneezing thing. I didn't understand that part of it, and I think there was another scene where it's so small, but it probably never even. I thought the camera was shaky, but that was just me, innit? But that was just me. He might notice it, but I think it was the scene when she was kicked out of her mum's party and Daisy approaches her and then she walks off. I just felt the camera was shaky, and I don't know why I thought that. And I watched it again. I thought maybe I'm being too critical, but I felt that at that time. So I still jotted it down.
Was it still in shaky, or was it kind of moving and shaky? Because that might have been deliberate, like shaky.
No, I know, but this is the thing. It was moving shaky. So when she was kicked out of the house, Daisy ran out, and them two were talking to each other. So Lizzie turned around, and Daisy walked towards her, but it just felt the camera was shaky. But it could have been deliberate. It could have been part of an effect. But it's something that it kind of grabbed out of me, and I thought, oh, okay, maybe it could be, but I thought it's something to mention anyway.
Yeah.
And I think it probably was purposeful with the shaky camera, because I do recollect what you were saying about the shaky cam, and sometimes it's steady. But obviously, this is just a review of the film, and we co-sign it as for the Fully Geek Pod. But clearly, our review can't be longer than the film, guys. So if you do get a chance to watch the film, go and watch the film, and you will not be disappointed, right? But shout out to all the actors, the actresses, and everybody that made that film.
Can I just say one more thing? I do need a part 2 to this. I need to know what happens in Lizzie's life, because honestly,
you always want to know. You always just let it lie, man. Let it lie. Imagine it.
Look, she met her dad. Like, no, all this time she met her dad.
Have a Richard Head program.
I need to know.
Or Richie Head.
You write part 2, bro. All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening, watching. All right, we're out.
Peace.